we're going to start by getting your hips loosened up. So you're going to want to stand either next to a wall or a bench, somewhere you can rest your hand so you don't lose your balance. And you're going to put your weight on the leg at the same side as your hand. So for me, it's my left leg, so I'm using my left arm. And then we're just going to do some leg swings, just 5 on each side. And then switch feet. Just keeping your legs straight, trying to keep your pelvis still so that all the muscles within your hip are getting loosened up. And then you're going to do the same thing with your legs going across. So your leg is going to be going like this. And just 5. And the same thing with your leg going behind you. This one's going to feel a little bit more awkward. And then same thing with the other side. Just to get all these muscles loosened up and warmed up for you. And then behind. And then to get your core and upper body loosened up, we're going to do some body weight windmills. So one hand on the inside of your leg, and you're just going to glide it down your leg, and one hand straight up overhead. And you're just rotating down and exhaling as you come up. Rotating down, exhaling as you come up. Your legs are staying straight, your bum's kind of sticking out to the one side. Feeling that stretch all through your torso and your upper back. Keeping that one arm straight up towards the ceiling. One more. And the same thing on the other side. We'll do 2 more. And last one. And then we're just going to do some hinges. So just down to the ground and back up. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your legs. And one more. And then come down. Either let your hands hang or touch the floor if you can. And then just bring your bum down and up. Get those knees awakened. Last one. And then back up to a stand. And then this one is called a pelvic list. So you're going to bring your weight up onto one leg. And you can keep either your toe on the floor, or you can bring your foot all the way up off the ground. However you need to stay balanced. And you're going to let the hip that does not have the weight on it sink down. This hip will kind of poke out to this side, and then exhale as you bring it up as high as you can. So this hip will kind of tuck underneath you. And you'll feel it working this muscle on the outside of your leg. And then switch sides. Exhaling as you're cocking that hip up. Inhaling as you're lowering. And last one. And all right, that should have you all nice and warmed up to start your workout. Here is your core warm-up. So you'll be on your back on the floor and just connecting with your abs and your pelvic floor. So make sure your ribs are in contact with the mat. Your pelvis is nice and neutral, so your pubic bone and your hip bones are in a nice level tabletop. And then you're just going to do a few core breaths. So inhale, fill your belly, allow your pelvic floor to soften, expand your ribs all the way around. And then as you exhale, engage those abs, engage that pelvic floor. Just get those muscles nice and awake. And just do 3 or 4 breaths like this. Make sure you're engaging both the front and the back of your pelvic floor and the top and the bottom of your abs. On the next exhale, I want you to lift one foot up off the floor. Engage, lift that foot, and focus on keeping your core as sturdy and stable as you can while you're lifting that foot. Using those core muscles to support your pelvis and keep it nice and level. And just 3 or 4 on each side. Focusing on keeping those abs engaged throughout the whole movement. Not letting them dome in the middle. Not putting pressure down onto your pelvic floor. And then from here, you can bring your hands up. And you'll inhale, and then exhale, engage. And as you lift that foot up, you're going to bring one arm down above your head. And lower it back down. Inhale, exhale, engage. So it's opposite hand, opposite foot. Just to get different parts of your abs engaged. We'll do one more on either side. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, exhale, engage. That's your ab warm up.